Right, so in this video we can discuss some examples with regard to operations of complex numbers. So given two complex numbers 2 plus 3i and minus 3 minus 4x. We'll do more examples during the class, but these are just simple things, just addition, subtraction, or basic stuff. So you should be able to figure it out on your own. Right, so let's do these four first. This is with regard to modulus of complex numbers and conjugate of complex numbers. Z1, what is the modulus? Modulus of this complex number is square root of 2 squared is 4 plus 3 squared is 9. So this is just root 13. What about modulus of Z2? Disregard these signs. This is just 3 squared, then 4 squared. You know the answer. Answer is 5. Pythagorean triplets. Okay. Pythagorean triplets. This is 9, 16, 9 plus 16 to 85, root of 25 is 5. Then conjugate of Z1. This is Z1. Conjugate of Z1 is 2 plus 3i conjugate, which is you just have to change the sign here. So 2 minus 3i. What about conjugate of Z2? Minus 3 minus 4i conjugate. So minus 3 don't change the sign here, plus 4i. Right. Okay. So we'll do some addition, subtraction, multiplication, division next. Right. First look at the addition. If we add these two out, 2 plus 3i plus minus 3 minus 4i. So 2 minus 3, 2 plus minus 3 is just minus 1, 3 minus 4i, 3 plus minus 4i is minus I. So minus 1 minus I is the addition of the two complex numbers. Then the subtraction or the difference of the two complex numbers, 2 plus 3i minus 3 minus 4i. So let me write down one more step. This will be plus 3, this will be plus 4i. So this is 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. What about this? Scalar multiplication and difference. So 3 times 2 plus 3i, then minus 2 times minus 3 minus 4i. So this would be 6 plus 9i. This will be plus 6 plus 8i. Right? Then what we have? 6 plus 6 is 12. 9 plus 8 is 17i. 17i. Right. So now we'll move on to multiplication and division. Right. So multiplication, 2 plus 3i minus 3 minus 4i. The 2 into minus 3 minus 6, 2 into minus 4i minus 8i, 3i into minus 3 minus 9i, 3i into minus 4i minus 12i square. So this is what? Minus 6, I squared is minus 1, minus the minus sign, that gives you plus 12, and this will be minus 17i. So here plus 6. This will be 6 minus 17i. 6 minus 17i. Then division. So do not confuse with this one here. Division. Z1, 2 plus 3i. So notice here that when you multiply out, you get a complex number. So real and imaginary numbers combination must be there. Divide by minus 3 minus 4i. So what do? You multiply this by its conjugate, top and bottom. What is the conjugate of this complex number? Same thing, minus 3, this will be plus 4i. Here minus 3 plus 4i. Okay. So do not worry about this one. Do not try to multiply out. Just write down the magnitude, the modulus of this complex number. So the modulus of this complex number is, it's not the modulus, this should be 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 squared plus 4 squared. Square of the modulus. Square of the modulus. Then, sorry about it, minus 6 plus 8i minus 9i, then plus 12i. So we have minus 12 here, minus 6, so minus 18. This is minus I. So down there we have 25, right? So answer should be written in Cartesian representation. Should be minus 18 over 25 minus I over 25. So let me write it like this. So you can see the real part of this number is minus 18 over 25. Imaginary part of this complex number is minus 1 over 25. This is the division. Let's look at some more. Right, so Z1 into conjugate of Z2. Z1 is 2 plus 3i. Conjugate of C2 is minus 3 plus 4i. So you should be able to do it fast. Minus 6 plus 8i minus 9i plus 12i squared. So here we get minus 18 minus I. Minus 18 minus I. Okay. So this is what we got in the numerator of the previous problem. Here Z2 by its complex conjugate, so minus 3 minus 4i by its complex conjugate, then 2 plus 3i. So what you get? When you multiply a complex number by its conjugate, you get modulus squared. So just take the sum of the two squares of the component. So 3 squared plus 4 squared, and here we get 2 plus 3i. But you know that you have to multiply it out by its conjugate. 2 minus 3i, then 2 minus 3i. 2 minus 3i. So what do you get? Here this is just 25. 2 minus 3i. Here you get 2 squared plus 3 squared. So what is the final answer? Final answer is, this is 4 plus 13. So 25 divided by 13, 2 minus 3i. So expand it out. Expand it. Then 50 over 13 minus 75i over 13. This is the final answer. So we'll do various types of problems based on this. These are just simple things, but in the exam you get quite complicated ones, especially to deal with symbols and proof of certain complex numbers, proof of certain properties. So before that you should be able to deal with these operations. Right. So in the next video we'll see some of the properties of important properties of conjugates and modulus. So we'll do the proof of these conjugates and modulus in the class. So please be prepared for that.